Hello everyone. Once again, I welcome you all to CareerInPharma. So, because of our medical coding video, which is in 3 parts in our channel, we got a lot of queries about medical coding, and because of this, we have a special guest with us. He is having an immense expertise into medical coding that we are going to discuss today here, and we are going to have this interaction with the help of expert, because lot of queries were there. So I decided let's have an expert on this, because personally I'm not into medical coding. So whatever little information I have, I just share with my channel, through my channel. But today we have a special guest with us. His name is Dhanasekar, and he is going to share valuable inputs, valuable insights about medical coding through this interaction. So I welcome Dhanasekar, and after that we will start with his introduction. So good evening, Dhanasekar. I welcome you to CareerInPharma, and thanks a lot for coming here and sharing your journey.
Good evening, Neema.
Good evening, Dhanasekar. So Dhanasekar, first we will start with your brief introduction. Definitely I want you to start. It's your introduction. Definitely you will give it nicely as compared to me, right? So in this, I just wanted to know, Dhanasekar, that when you completed your graduation, now how many of years of experience you have into coding?
Yeah, I completed my graduation in 95 and my MSc Zoology. Then after finishing that one, and I came to coding in 2002. So in between the gap, I practiced Varmalogy and etc. things. So for my knowledge purpose. After I came to medical coding in 2002, I started as just a junior coder like that. Then after 2010, with a better experience and knowledge, I crossed my CPC examination. So I completed the examination in 2010. Then 2011, I completed my CPCP, that is payer exam. Then the next year, I completed my CCS examination, that is Certified Coding Specialist. And then I finished my CPMA and CPB. CPB is nothing but the Certified Professional Coder. And then I completed my CMHP examination. And now I am in coding with my team. So then after my education and experience, in 2018, I start a new organization for my team. That is Credent RCM. So now my organization running with 2 of my associates and my team with 12 employees. Now,
super journey. Now you are into your own setup where you have a good team also, right? Super. Like it's like dream for many actually. So Dhanasekar, with this I just want to know, because I don't have any idea about this Varmalogy what you spoke, right? Varmalogy, like what exactly it is, and what were the reasons why you selected medical coding?
Okay, actually Varmalogy, it's a kind of a medical science. It's related to Siddha medicine. I think you know that Indian movie, that is the Kamal Hassan movie. It's a kind of a martial arts that is called as Varmakalai. So this is a kind of martial arts as well as the medicine side in the Siddha. It's a one part of Siddha medicine, that is Varma. It's a master degree in Varmalogy. So that is available in Tamil Nadu. So that's why I am already interested. My family background is Siddha medicine. So I did it. Then after I came to medical coding, means actually I am not directly enter into the medical coding. I enter into medical billing, and it's an opportunity given to me as a medical coder. Then I find it's a really a good thing, and I develop myself and I increase my knowledge, and I did a lot of groundwork and hard work. Then I get into the field in somewhat a strong way.
Okay.
So that is the way I did it.
Okay, so with this, just one question coming to my mind. Definitely, it's a very common question we get from our viewers also. Now the question is, as you already mentioned, you were into some medicine studies, right? Varmalogy. So with this, I just wanted to know, to make a career inside medical coding, is it compulsory to have some medicine subjects or knowledge or some degree into medicine, or any graduate can do this?
Honestly say, that is SSLC or the 10th standard is enough.
Okay.
Okay. So if a person with a knowledge of anatomy, physiology, pathophysiology, and the classification of coding, that is enough. So for that purpose, if you know anatomy and physiology, that is enough. No need to go to any degree or with a knowledge of medical background or biology background. These are all nothing. If every person should have some little bit knowledge of anatomy and physiology, if we try to develop our knowledge or if we increase our knowledge in the better way, that is enough. But in India, the organizations are asking about science graduate or biomedical background, but it's not necessary. For my organization, I never expect a person with a degree or a certification or nothing. The person have learning attitude, that is enough. The person can easily learn medical coding. In case of a medical coding, it's not that much of a difficult. It's a really easy one. If we are focusing on that one, just 3 months is enough to complete better knowledge. So I'm honestly speaking, everybody should have very little bit of knowledge. For me, what I'm thinking for myself, I have maximum 5% of knowledge. That is supporting me very much. So in case if any person is trying to learn, the learning attitude support him. Nobody can say, I know all the part of medical coding, I know everything. That is not possible. Little knowledge, that is enough. So here, the graduation or biomedical background, these are all not necessary. One of my friend, he also completed his CPC examination. He is from literature side, that is Sanskrit. BA Sanskrit, he did it and he got the CPC certification. Now he is working as a manager in an organization. So here, the knowledge is enough. Anybody can do coding.
So true, I got your point. But another question with this is, what about, irrespective of whatever your stream is, you can do this. But degree is necessary, like degree, any degree, or just diploma holders or 12th standard people can also do this?
Yeah, they can also do that. Yeah, they can.
Okay, so companies are open to take them, right?
No. In India, the company is never open for a person with that is lesser than a degree. So if a diploma or 10th or 12th standard, they will not accept it. They need at least a degree. Okay, this is happening in India, but in case of a US, it's not like that. Degree is not necessary. If a person with that is high school level education with a CPC, that is enough.
Got your point. In India, we have so much competition. So
yeah,
then
exactly.
Again, to shortlist degree, they keep a criteria. Yeah. So with this next question, Shekhar, is I want to understand in layman terms what exactly we do in medical coding and what is the significance, because most of the work which is basically data related, where we can't see the impact directly, most of the time people don't understand it, or maybe because they are not able to see the results in front of them like we see in clinicals. So what exactly it is and what is the impact of this work, how we are using this work, significance of this work.
In case of a medical billing, it's a little bit bigger process. Okay, if you are comparing that one, coding is a vital part. One of a vital part. I'll explain in the simple manner what is medical billing and coding in very few sentences. In US, the doctor providing service to the patient. Okay, they are not directly getting the complete money. They are getting only copay. Then after, the doctor getting money from the insurance company, because every person have an insurance policy, medical policy. So they are getting money from the insurance company. In medical billing, what we are doing, we are collecting the data of a patient and the doctor and what the doctor did for the particular date of service, all the details combined in a single form that is called as a CMS 1500 form for the clinical conditions. We are sending it to the insurance company and the insurance company paying money to the doctor for the patient. So here what happened, for example, a documentation should contain the conditions and the procedures, that is diagnosis and procedure. We cannot send the details to the insurance company directly by data format. So what we are doing, we are converting the documentation into ICD and CPT codes, that is alphanumerical codes. These alphanumerical codes only will be adjudicated through the systems of insurance company. For that purpose, as a coder, we are converting a document into alphanumerical codes. This is medical coding in simple words.
Okay. And with this, medical insurance is like in between thing, right? Medical insurance, yeah.
Yes, exactly.
So in India, like usually we don't have, most of the people don't have medical insurance. In that case, this coding and this billing will not come into picture?
In India?
I mean, India, yeah, usually medical insurance nowadays people are taking, but yeah, it's new to India, right? Medical insurance, usually no one want to pay that, installment of, I mean, the money to insurance companies. Not everyone is having medical insurance in India, right?
Yeah, it's true. But in case of India, I think before 2010, India also doing medical coding and medical billing. Okay. For example, TTK Insurance with Cigna, they are doing medical billing in India. At the time, what they used ICD-10 codes before implementation of US. In US, they are implementing around in early 2013 to 16, and finally that is completed in 2016. But in India, they did ICD-10 as well as the medical billing before 2010. So the scope is there in India. We are already doing medical billing and coding, but it's very less numbers. Very few hospitals, very few insurance company only did, particularly TTK and Cigna. And in case of, I think that is Vellore CMC College, they are conducting courses like medical documentation at the time. So in medical documentation, they learned ICD, CPT and HCPC codes in 2010. So we are already in the field.
Got it. But yeah, it's, you can't see many cases, but yeah, we are doing, right?
Yes.
Okay. So with this, Shekhar, I want to know, like when you were doing that transition, like from your Varmalogy, medicine, and then coming to coding, what challenges you faced at that time during that transition?
In 2002, I joined in an organization which is called as L-Cube, that is in Chennai. In that organization, I joined as a junior level coder. Initial level, what I faced, already I know anatomy and physiology. But in case of medical coding, we have to learn more than that level. That is a coder level, not to the doctor level. If we have the knowledge of coder level, that is enough. So at the time, I know anatomy and physiology, but the classification of codes, I don't know. At the time, it's very new to me, and I faced a little bit of difficulty. Nearly 6 to 7 months, I struggled. Honestly say, I struggled to understand all the things. Then after understanding, then it's easy. So not only me, if any new person join in a medical coding, they have to focus on anatomy and physiology. That is not that much difficult. But coming to the classification of coding, it's little bit difficult, but they can manage.
Means they should have a good command over anatomy and physiology, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, definitely they can learn, but they should be having good command. Yeah. Okay. So with this, I just want to know, Shekhar, how's the future growth in medical coding? Because I mean, growth in the sense, I want to know that certification is required, like it is a mandatory thing, or without certification also we can grow. How the growth is, I mean, on a professional front also, on a financial level also. Like definitely financial, everyone has, different level, but still if you can give some gross figures, and professionally till where they can grow.
Fine. For my students, what I'm suggesting, it's a ladder method. We are using one method that is called as ladder. Why we are using the term is, first we have to put our left leg and then right leg, once again left leg, like that. So here, if we are comparing professional as well as the financial, both of them are important. So first we have to develop ourselves or put our leg in the professional side, the knowledge basis. We have to increase the knowledge to a certain extent and utilize that knowledge, getting a job, and convert the knowledge into financial side or money. Then after getting money, increasing our financial status, utilize the money to develop our knowledge. So develop our knowledge, and financially we have to develop in another one organization. I am sorry to use the word, but what they are doing usually. And then once again, to be frankly, skip to another organization for the better career. In that way, we have to alternatively knowledge, financial development, increase the knowledge, increase the financial development. In the way only we can survive, the first one. And in case of a future of coding, it's a very good future for next 10 years. Okay, so what the plan is, artificial intelligence that interacting in medical coding. Okay, but exactly that is not possible. How can it means if you are using artificial intelligence, because nowadays I am using artificial intelligence for some other research and development, because I am the head of R&D in my organization. I am using that artificial intelligence, but it's not giving 100% result. Okay, it will give around 60% only. If I ask any questions, what AI will suggest? Apologize, I don't know the answer. Simply. Okay. Then if I give the right answer, what is it is suggesting? It simply says, I will learn through it. Please give me more data to me, like that. So the artificial intelligence cannot support us 100%. So human brain is the most powerful equipment in medical coding. So how long we have a knowledge, we have to survive. So for that instance, the next 10 years, no need to worry about that field. That it will not, that is deplete. It will increase, obviously.
Correct.
Nowadays,
and I guess with AI, maybe there will some new skill set which we can add, and definitely new positions will also come, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100% agree, and I love your ladder method actually. Really very lovely advice. And yes, AI can't take all the things in any field. See, human intervention is always required, because AI is a bot and they have some limitations. At some point they need human intervention, right? So yeah, it's in every field, I guess, not just medical coding. Yeah. So with this, Shekhar, if you can just tell the audience about the different kind of codings, because again there is a confusion, doubt on this. What are the different kinds of certifications? Like some American coding system, then some Australia coding system. Can you put some light on that, so that audience who are in India, what kind of certifications they need to get? On the certification part, like all kind of certifications are available to become a certified coder.
Sure. So in case of a US, there are basically two types of certification. One is the AIPC based. The next one is AHIMA based. AHIMA is the government sector. So particularly if you are focusing only on coding, in AHIMA we have CCS. One of the exam is there. That is Certified Coding Specialist. That certification mainly for outpatient and inpatient coding and surgery and everything. Okay, it's a little bit a difficult exam. In case of AAPC, in coding, we have lot of certification. The basic level certification is CPC, that is Certified Professional Coder. That only certification is enough in India. If a person with a CPC, that is enough to work on any organization. But in some organization, what they are expecting, that they want outpatient based coding, that is COC. And for inpatient coding, that is CIC. Okay. And the next one is HCC based coding, CRC. So a lot of certification is there. We have to decide first which area we have to knowledge on that one, and which area we have to put on and getting more money or better opportunity. So it's variable to company, and place of India, that is related to state, that is different. In Chennai, maximum, not only in Chennai, I'm sorry, in India, maximum they want only one certification, that is CPC, that is enough. But if we want to grow more, we can do some additional certification also. Apart from that, in coding, if you are going to next level, the other one certification is CPMA, that is Certified Professional Medical Auditor exam. That is little bit more powerful examination. And CPCO and documentation exam, inpatient documentation, outpatient documentation, certifications are there. But we have to select which area we have to put on, or we have to shine on that area, then we will move to that particular certification. But basically CPC in India, that is enough.
Okay, wonderful. This is a new information for me completely. So okay. Crux is, Shekhar, I guess crux is you can start with CPC, and then when you clear the exam, when you go into job, then based on your interest, you can get more certifications. I guess I'm right on this or not?
Yeah.
Please? Yeah.
Exactly.
So you can just add on more certifications, right?
The thing is, in 2010, I finished my CPC certification. Then I understand that is not sufficient. Okay. If we feel this certification or this knowledge is sufficient, we cannot grow more. So we should not be saturated ourselves, this is enough or that is enough. So what we have to do for the thing is, the world is not enough. That is the thing. The world is not enough because the world, it contains billions and billions of knowledge. If we want to grow more, we have to increase our knowledge in all the direction, or particularly in one direction as a depth in a particular verticals. So what I feel, the CPC certification is not sufficient. If you have one-side area knowledge, that is not better to us. So that's why I did some another certifications. I increased the knowledge. Only certification is insufficient. The knowledge is very much necessary. If we got a knowledge to the certain extent, then only we have to go to certification. Then it's supportive. So that is the idea I have. And this is the idea I am suggesting to my students. So if without a knowledge, if you are getting the minimum knowledge and certification, that is not sufficient to work in any organization. So to work in the real life, it needs more knowledge than certification. So that's why we have to focus knowledge and certification in both hands.
100% true. If you want to grow, then definitely learning should never stop.
Yes.
Yeah, a very wonderful advice, Shekhar. With this next question, Shekhar, can you put some light on the exam pattern, like the complexity? Is it tough or easy? And what are the subjects they should have command, or maybe any books you can suggest? And usually, what is the fee for this exam? How many attempts they get to clear on this thing, if you can put some light?
Okay, in case of AAPC, they are conducting the exam, that is CPC. So Indian money, it will cost around 65,000 roughly. Okay. So what happened? We have to get the membership first. Then after membership, we have to pay the examination fees. It falls around nearly $545, I think so. We have to pay for the examination. And in case of the examination, we will get the 2 attempts. So if you had missed the first attempts, we have to do it in the second attempt. Okay. And previously, for my time, that is around 2010 and 2015 range, it's around 150 questions and 5 hours 40 minutes, the total examination duration. But now they changed. Now the condition is around 100 questions and 4 hour examination. The next one, 70% is the passing mark of AAPC. And honestly say, all are straightforward questions, direct questions. There is no hidden data or a hidden question is not there. If a person can understand the question, he can answer in the easy way. So the first thing, we have to understand what is the question. If we understand it, the examination is easy, nothing difficult. So few of my students, initially they faced a difficulty, then they learn how to crack the exam, and after they clear the exam in the easy manner. There are 2 ways are there. One is the straightforward and honest way. The another one is shortcut also there. In some training center, they are giving the training in the shortcut also, but it may support in getting passed in exam, but in real life that will not support. So we have to go in the straightforward way or the honest way. It will help us.
And about any subjects you need to tell them, like to clear this exam, they should be having good command.
Okay. In case of AAPC, they are providing, that is training materials, CPC preparation materials. I think that is the best one. In that book, we can easily avail anatomy physiology to the coder level and classification of ICD, CPT and HECPA codes. If we are going through the book completely, then we can easily pass the examination. Or otherwise, lot of books available in market for anatomy and physiology, but that is very depth and very huge. For a coder, coding level knowledge is enough, not to go to the doctor level knowledge. Okay. For AAPC related books are really supportive for examination. Apart from that, if a person with the knowledge of anatomy and physiology are getting trained in any institution, that also will support to a certain extent. But the self-induction is very much important. If anybody giving a training to us, instead of that one, if we really have the intention on anatomy and physiology on our own body, that will support very much instead of books. So that is my experience. If I have any doubts, so what I am doing, I am just referring the books as well as I am referring myself also. Where is my alimentary canal? Where is my tongue and teeth? Everything. Because this is our own body. We have to use our body to our knowledge.
I mean, we can do practical in our body.
Yes,
also.
yes. We can.
100%. I mean, it's easy then, no? You can see the practical in front of mirror itself.
Yes, simply.
Very good advice, actually.
Thank you.
So, so with this, Shekhar, any actionable tips for newbies? Because a lot of people, they want to come to medical coding. So what they should take care of? I mean, they should not decide just by seeing others. What I always suggest them, they just do their R&D also before they decide they should do it or not. So in that way, what are the actionable tips you can tell to newbies who want to make career inside medical coding?
Fine. Actually, what happened in the coding field, they already created a myth. It means medical coding means most difficult one. We cannot do that one. But this is not a correct one. So one of my friend's son, he willing to join in medical coding. But what happened? His friends suggested medical coding is not an easy one. So we cannot do that one. It's very difficult like that. They're suggesting to him and make him little bit a blind of the knowledge and simply say, so I'm not interested on medical coding like that. They finished. Then after, I just did a counseling to him. And then I said that medical coding is not a difficult one. It's an easy one. So the thing is, first we have to break the myth for the newbies. They have to understand. So in case of my training session, what I will do, medical coding is nothing but easiest, just refer a telephone directory. What I doing in my training session, I take a telephone directory in front of them and I ask one person, what is your name? If he said, the person said, his name is Rajkumar. Then I will ask the person to find your name in that telephone directory. He can search in the way of alphabetically A, B, C, and he find R and RA, RAJ, space, RAJK, like that. Rajkumar he find. And he can find the phone number and address and everything. The same way, in ICD book, if you are going to index, we can find headache. What is headache? Headache start from H. If the person go to head, then headache is there. He can find the code. What is the difficulty? Nothing is there. Then the person go to from the index to the tabular level. In the tabular, lot of headache is given. That is a symptomatic headache or that is related conditions or whatever. Then the person easily can understand what is the difference between index and tabular. Nothing but if a person searching in telephone directory, the same way the person can search in ICD or CPT book. I think it's easy one. If we just break down the myth that is medical coding is a difficult one, the person can easily understand because we have to throw out the ideology of difficulty in the brain of the person. That is enough. Then anybody can easily learn. For the newbies, what they have to do, they have to just put in the mind medical coding is not easy. Anybody can do, we can also do. That confidence is main thing. If they have the confidence, they can easily do any kind of difficulty coding that's easy to them.
100%, and you busted my myth also, because I have heard this only, that medical coding is very tough. It is very tough to remember. Like I also heard this thing only.
Nothing to remember actually. It's no need to remember all the things. Nobody can remember nearly 74,000 of ICD codes. That is not possible. But we can remember few things. For example, if a code is starting from C, that is neoplasm. Code start from K, that is gastroenterology. Code start from M, that is musculoskeletal system. That way we can memorize alphabetically to a certain extent. Okay, that is enough. We cannot memorize all the codes. That is not possible. We are not machines. We are human beings. We can understand. We should not memorize. That is enough.
That is, I guess, not required also to remember, right?
Yeah.
Understanding will be enough.
Every year in the October 1st, the little that is particular number of codes are deleted, modified, and new codes are introduced. So if you are memorize a few number of codes, if it's deleted, what we will do? Its memory is not necessary. Just understand what it is.
This, what you mentioned, like they add new codes, they delete old codes. So this is like every year this happens?
Yeah, every year, October 1st, they are doing.
Okay. Correct, I got it. It's like modification every year.
Right? Yeah.
So with this, Shekhar, last question is, can you suggest some online platform for the newbies where they should be active? I mean, if they want to make a career inside medical coding, online resources will help, or they need to take some professional help to crack the exam, that certification, that I want to know.
Okay. In case of online, we are getting some books, but online books and materials may not be that much of supportive. The next one, in training centers. Previously, I was in some of our training centers, but what they are suggested to me, don't give the 100% training to them. The management suggests in that way, because if I give the knowledge end to end or how to easily understand, they will not continue the training. For the financial purpose, what happening nowadays, the training centers not providing the 100% knowledge. The person should have the intention to learn more, whatever the materials he have and what he is getting, then that knowledge is really helpful. What they have to do, instead of getting knowledge in multiple institutions, the better one is AAPC. So if the person joining in the AAPC training, but the cost is high, I simply say the cost is high, but the training methodology is really good. That is the better option. Or otherwise, any senior person or any friends or a person with a good knowledge or supportive person or a good master, not a trainer. A good master can train a person in the easy manner instead of training centers. These are all the ways a person get trained.
Wonderful, wonderful advice you gave. And true, many training centers, they will just, they are like, don't give all the information. Student will run away, they will open their own center, like many things comes, right?
Yeah, it's happening.
True, 100% true. So guys, with this, we are going to conclude this interaction. And Shekhar, it was really a wonderful interaction and an eye-opener for me also. Even a lot of my myth also busted regarding medical coding. And really thanks to you for coming here, for sharing your valuable insights. And I just wanted to ask you, Shekhar, if we can share your LinkedIn profile link in our comment box, I mean in our YouTube video description box or not, so that maybe any candidate want to, or any audience want to connect to you. So can we put your LinkedIn profile link over there?
Yeah, you can, no problem. If they want any training, so I will conduct the training, but not for fee, it's only free. I already conducted several trainings, but only for my satisfaction. So this is knowledge for all. Knowledge should not be converged in one place. We have to share our knowledge to every person. So for that purpose, sure, I will support them in study materials or knowledge or anything, whatever the things I can do and I can support, sure I will do, ma.
Thank you, Shekhar. Thank you for this, and really a great message. Knowledge should not be like limited. I mean, we have to spread it, right? Thank you for this. Thank you for this lovely interaction. Thank you, Shekhar, for sharing your valuable inputs, and it was a real, authentic interaction. And many things even I got to know through this interaction. So guys, I hope you got many valuable and authentic inputs out of this video. And if you really got valuable and authentic inputs, please don't forget to share to your colleagues, your friends who are looking to make career inside medical coding. And I bet you this video can be an eye-opener for you. It can be a myth buster for you. Yes, and if you really like this video, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Yes, and with this, guys, till the time I come again, till that time, please stay safe, healthy, aware and updated, and keep exploring new things. And Shekhar, once again, thanks to you.
Thank you very much for this interview, ma. Thank you once again.
Thank you, Shekhar. Thank you.